All right, we are at Trump's place, Doonbeg. I mean, it's a little bit fancier than I thought. I was kind of impressive. It's like out here in the middle of nowhere, and it's got all of those little condos. They got some events set up over there with the tents. Yeah, we tried to get a place and it was completely booked. What a bunch of liars. They said, oh, you know, Trump's golf resorts are all suffering. Oh, I think so. Not from what... Yeah. You see it?
So cute.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, like he's made his own little... Made his own little medieval town.
Is that the club up there?
Yeah. All right, this is number 1 hole, par 5. Look at that. This is Trump's place. At least he made it nice and wide fairways. So I guess as he got older, he could continue to play.
Here, I love how you're like in it.
So apparently this is a popular place to have weddings, and this is set up for weddings. And the guy said, he said this place has been booming and hopping. So contrary to what the U.S. is saying, Trump's international golf courses are all struggling. That's not the case. Not from the locals, so don't trust the news. Oh, look at this. These are nice fairways too. Okay, that's number 1, lane 1. Look how much further I got to go. I'm at a downhill slope. This ain't gonna be easy. All right, lane 4 in the sand trap. There's the pin. These are not too bad, but it's a perfect day. Just an absolutely beautiful day. Number 2, par 4. Yeah, if you're off here, you're going to be in the gunch. Those are the little accommodations that you can rent. Okay, number 2 is a little bit more of a bugger. It kind of bottlenecks here, and what you got to do is you got to hit it far enough so that you get past the bottleneck and you get into that open area. I didn't happen to make it. I kind of yanked the club and went into this side of the hill, but it's not terribly deep, ugly grass. So this looks more like you can actually manage it or be able to manage it. Number 3, nice, generous, wide open fairway. I like that. And there's the pin way back there, 300 yards. I think they're yards. Hole number 3 is a nice little hole. I mean, it's reachable in 2, which is always nice. I just happened to push mine a little bit over to the right. If I had the right club, if I could have hit the back of that hill. But it's got lots of undulations, strategic placed bunkers to bugger you up. So we'll see. We're going to be laying 2. Here we got a nice little view. Might end up putting this one. 5. Almost 600 yards. That's a view back looking at number 3. And that's not number 3 pin. So this is a long par 5. We're at the outskirts of the property here. All right, this is number 4 hole. We're laying 2 and we're less than 200 yards. That's the pin, so it's a par 5. Okay, that's hole number 4. Got a bogey, which is pretty fair. So this is what I'm going to say about this course, which is a big credit to the course. It's playable. It's like they've given you generous fairways. If you're off a little bit, okay, sometimes in this deep stuff it's very difficult to get out, but there's a large amount of more shorter grass that's okay. But look at that, that's like all downhill, 600 yards. You know, it's not bad here. It's not bad. I quite frankly kind of like this course. I think because it's more playable. some of those other courses, Ballybunion, you know, you're off a little bit. Fairways are real tight. Boy, you just suffer. Not that I'm having a great score here, but I'm not as intimidated by the environment. Hole number 5. Look at that, it's uphill. It's straight. At least it opens up at the top where the fairway is. The top of number 5, which is a par 4. Not too bad. I'm laying within par and range. We'll see what happens. All right, this is number 6, going on to number 6. Oh, that's 14. So we have a little convergence. So this is quite pretty. I didn't know this was up against the sea. It's quite lovely. He blew 4 on just one hole. So even low handicaps have trouble. Yeah, this is quite pretty. Looks like the tide is out. Man, that is a big beach. Hot dog. Okay, now see, that looks like a more reasonable par 4. Just get in between the 2 sand traps. All right, this is a pretty cool looking, this number 7, par 3. Looks like a little moonscape with all the little potholes, craters around it. You see, there's just not a whole lot out here. You almost have to stay at the resort. That's the ocean on that side, so it's really a very chilled. Cows even up on the top of the pasture. 8. I'm laying 3. What I'm going to say, the fairways are much more generous. If you're off the fairway and you're into this rough, it's not, you can still find your ball. So it's like a very forgiving course, and for that I give it a lot of credit. But now this is a, look at this. This is going to be a tough 9th hole. That's looking backwards. I thought this is a lovely shot. That's the clubhouse way down in the distance. I mean, what a great setup. This very desolate little beach. It looks like a par 3, about 170, maybe a little bit less. I don't see a marker. Ooh. Well, we'll look at my, doing so well. I haven't lost one ball, and then, you know, it's a simple par 3. So this is what it's like if you're offline. This hilly stuff, man, it just gobbles it up. Like, you got to be the luck of the Irish if you find this sucker here. Oh boy. Here. Oh, and it's my first one. Melissa, yeah. All right, this is 11. This is pretty cool. Par 3. Beautiful little backdrop. That's the ocean. Got a 7 on that par 5. The previous hole. Okay, let's try to land this. Okay, you definitely want to hit this thing slightly long. You don't want to be short and end up either going into these bunkers or rolling down that hill, and Lord knows where you're going to end up. I mean, it's very smooth fairway. You could putt it, but boy, it's hard to calculate all that. But this will give you an idea if you're off. Fortunately, I'm not in there, but I wanted to show you. That's deep. That's like you're going to disappear. That's about 6 feet to the rim, maybe 8 feet to the top of the green. All right, there I am. I hit it a little bit long because I thought that would be better. It's a lovely par 3. All right, this is a par 5. Look at this. I mean, where do you shoot for your second shot? I mean, this is a pretty good drive. I'm probably about 200 yards out. I got the wind behind me. Man, it just seems like my instinct says to lay up over there and then go for it on the 3rd and not try to make it. All right, this is a par 5. I was like about 80 yards out. I thought I hit a pretty good chip, but the way it rolls, For first time playing it, it's hard to tell. Oh, there I am. I'm lane 3. Boy, this might be my first par if I do it right. Ooh, we got somebody way out there in the ocean. Maybe it's on a... And I completed 13 holes and I got my first par on a par 5. I did just two putt that. So, I mean, this looks like it's pretty low water. We got some surfers out here. I mean, I can't imagine you get very good at any of these water sports because it's like always too cold. But it's still beautiful. Ooh, I better watch out. I could be in the line of fire here. Not even know it. Again, I think what I like, this is a very, very playable, to Trump or whoever set this course up. It is a link style, but it's not as punishing as any of the other links that I've played. This is a very reasonable course. It's beautiful. It's long. It's got some great holes, and it's what I'm going to say the biggest deal is it's real forgiving. I still got the same ball. That's unheard of in these links course for one of us desert type people that live in Texas. Okay, that's 14. That's back. Ooh, look at these holes. Oh man, this is going to be more fun. What a beautiful beach. Okay, this is probably a short par 3. So maybe if I play it right, that'd be great to get 2 pars in a row. We got some surfers, and I have a suspicion that this surf is warmer because it's very shallow. Let's see what the yardage is here. Yeah, they come up. I mean, this is a coveted 104 yards. There I am. I don't know if you can see the ball, but I'm about, looks like 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet from the pin. So I got a par, and on this number 14, I'm gonna get a birdie. I'm beginning to like this course. 15? Yeah, this is pretty cool. You could almost drive this hole, especially because you're up high and it rolls. It has a good roll. I'm probably going to be less than 100 yards, I'm going to guess. Okay, here's 16, 175 yards, 165, 69. There's old white face over there. He gave me a big old moo. Right, this 17, it's a very doable. Again, nice wide fairways. Lots of trouble, boy, unless you're straight up and straight down. You're just going to roll, and who knows where you're going to roll.
Dracula's castle coming out of the background.
So this gives you an idea. If you're off just a little bit, they could spit you out anywhere. So let's see what happened to mine. I had an 8-iron from about 146 yards. I hope. I was hoping I was right there. There I am at the back. Ooh, man. Even that was too much. A par on 17. I'm doing much better on the back 9. A birdie, par, a bogey. Again, either I'm more comfortable. I'm not too sure what this is. I mean, you see 18? What's that? Oh, also 18. You got to cross the fairway at number 1. This is hole number 1, and you got to watch who's coming the other side. And that's the little estate. Interesting, you know. Back in the day, you could just own the place by yourself, for yourself, and now you have to have it as a hotel and have a whole bunch of people come and pay in order for you to keep it. This is the finishing hole. They've got a big old wedding happening. I got down a little bit off the fairway, but I hit a perfect 6. Perfect 6. Oh, and there I am. Dang. So I got the whole party is going to be watching to see if I suck, but I don't think they could care less.